Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Today we're getting to know Tech Sergeant Maryssa Maffeo, who's our Religious Affairs Airman on the ART. She's been in the military for about 9.5 years now and was a linguist and an imagery analyst before she came into the Chaplain Corps. She's been stationed at Ramstein, Goodfellow, Monterey, and Hurlburt. While a senior airman, she met her stud of a husband, Clayton, who was also active duty. She thinks they've been married for about 3.5 years, but she is certain that they have 2 children. Before coming into the military, she held exotic positions at the county tax office, which was her first job, and McDonald's, which was her favorite. She also earned her bachelor's in English literature with a double minor in criminal justice and in psychology from University of Texas Pan Am, which I believe is located in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. When she is not here taking care of us, she was hard at work keeping her husband and kids alive. She also enjoys many kinds of music, but Texas red dirt country music is her favorite. She also does word search puzzles upside down, which makes her sound like a weirdo, but I assure you that she is at an acceptable level. She's a hard worker and always striving for her best and learning from past experiences, which may stem from her roots as being a first-generation Mexican-American, something that she is quite proud of, and for good reason. So how has your heritage shaped you as a person?
First and foremost, I think it runs in a lot of cultures, but definitely in the Mexican-American culture, work ethic is huge. So definitely my work ethic and my determination comes from literally my family coming from nothing. And when I say nothing, examples are the shack that when they immigrated to the U.S., the shack is evolved into the house that they still, they passed, but that is still in the family today. The ranch, the land that my grandfather and my grandmother worked on became the land that we own now today. So wow. My sisters and I, we own 13 acres in Texas.
Wow.
Yeah. So so literally, we see in the pictures, the little pictures that we do have, you see, something so small and so minute, and it turned into something so grand, just like you see, you can see the grandparents and see a big family evolve from just 2 people. So, from those 2 came, now we have a family of people in, the military, we have law enforcement, we have teachers, and I would think that, even though we all kind of grew up geographically kind of apart, but that work ethic and that determination of if somebody tells us something can't be done, we're like, okay, watch this, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a Cruz thing. Is my maiden name. That's what we call it.
So you mentioned your grandma. So how specifically has your grandma influenced you in who you are?
Man, my grandma. I always have a difficult time knowing where to start. Mi abuelita. She's probably one of the strongest women I've ever met in my life. You're talking about somebody who, left their family very young. Back then you marry very young. Raised 13 children. Well, she was the mother of 13 children, but because of their finances and, they lived on a farm that they worked off of, they didn't have access to medical care. So she unfortunately lost 4 of those children because of lack of medicine, medical care, and all that stuff. So, she endured a lot of hardship. This woman woke up, made breakfast, took care of the kids, worked in the fields with my grandfather. I did that a little bit when I was a little younger, when I would spend summers with them. It's not easy. It is not easy. I don't know how they did it for that long. She would come home and, she did all the cooking and the cleaning and the raising of the children. And I remember specifically, she told a story of how she went into labor while she was working in the fields, and how she pretty much had to walk all the way to the hospital to give birth. So that actually helped me birth my own 2 children. I had that image of her in my head, and if she can do it, I can do it. And that goes along with anything. She wasn't really the biggest fan of me joining the military, but anything that I do at work, professionally, personally, I always go back to her, the image, her voice, her hands, everything. So yeah.
Wow. That's quite the journey.
Yep.
It's quite the journey.
She was something.
Well, I think that's something that we can all appreciate is, you know, we all have people that have kind of led us to where we are today. So thank you. Thank you for sharing part of your story. So, you know, thanks for being here with us. You know, Tech Sergeant Maryssa Maffeo, look her up. She's a fantastic person to get to know and to talk to. You all have a great day.
Getting to like you, getting to hope you like me.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you haven't already gathered, the whole point of these things is to hopefully get to know each other a little better. We want to make more of these, and if you're a willing participant and would like to be a featured interviewee, please reach out to me. Take care.